guys, it's Lexi and welcome back to my channel. So it is currently 7:45 basically, and I am not gonna start this not in my bed. My cat is freaking out because I'm up really early. And the reason is because I'm gonna be reading Onyx Storm. My first disclaimer is I do not like book jackets. I'm pretty sure as soon as I got home I took it off because no thank you. I'll put it back on when I'm done. Are you done? I'm starting this out on my bed. I'm not gonna have a cutesy background because I'm still sipping my coffee and this is where I feel comfortable starting my reading for today. Yeah, I don't use the handles. I'll check in like every, I don't know, 50, 100 pages and let you know where my mind is at. Also, I don't remember what happened in the last two books, so this is gonna be a lot of vibes. But yeah, let's get started. One thing I will say is I'm grateful for this. I remember in the other books that there is a map of the college. I'm gonna try not to spoil anything, but there's a scene that involves the college and I'm trying to like visualize it and I'm struggling, but at least I can recall all these names that are being dropped left and right. I made it to page 50. I don't remember half of the names. There's a lot of things that I don't remember happening and then it mentions it in a certain way and I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, that clicks now. It's a very fast-paced book for sure. I'm not going through it quite as fast as I thought I would. I think it's because there's just so much information that I'm having to digest, and then it keeps bringing up names that I'm remembering we don't like. Cat, I forgot how much we don't like her. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes me to get to page 100. Hi, Kiwi. The reading continues. We'll see if I'm still in this spot the next time I see y'all. Okay, my TV and my fan is going on in the background and I don't feel like getting up to change that. I'm kind of going through this faster now that I'm starting to understand things. I think I'm gonna move to the office and probably lay down on the chair and read for a bit because I'm tempted to fall asleep in this bed. It's too comfortable. I'm enjoying it so far. Like, things are starting to make sense. So, into the office we go. Okay, it's after 10:30. I'm finally on page 103 because that's a good stopping point. I think I'm gonna go do a quick workout because I'm just gonna be sitting all day, so I feel like I need to do some exercise before I get back to this. I'm honestly so locked in right now. You can kind of tell I got this much done. I don't know, this is a big book. A lot is happening and I need to know how it ends pretty soon. I think I have a lot of questions still. I feel more confident in what I'm reading and I kind of understand the plot better now. The first half of the book I forgot everything because it's like you jump in the middle of a scene when you start the book. Like, you jump in the middle of the action. Does that make sense? It refers to things that happened at the end of the last book, but that book came out in 2023. Am I explaining this well? See, this is why I need to go do a quick workout. My brain is just so numb from reading all these dragon names. I don't even know how to pronounce Sleesig, Fierge. I don't even know how to say Zayden's dragon's names. Styles. You get the point. I'm gonna do 15 minutes on the stair stepper and I think I'm gonna read while I do that. I usually just watch a show or something, so 15 minutes on here, eat lunch, and then I can get into comfy clothes and continue my reading spree. My camera just had a heart attack. I tried to record me doing the stair stepper while reading at the same time. It's not gonna happen, so be back in about 15 minutes. Back to our regularly scheduled program. I have my taquitos some Gatorade, and Teen Wolf is playing in the background. Anyways. Okay. I feel like I'm reading a book about politics and like world building. When you're this deep in a series, I feel like readers tend to have a deeper understanding of what they're reading. They kind of understand the politics and the world and the war building better than I am right now. I don't necessarily think it's the book. It's probably because I haven't read Iron Flame and Fourth Wing in a while, so a lot of the stuff being mentioned is not computing. I have pretty raging ADHD, so I keep getting distracted or wanting to do something else, and honestly, since I worked out earlier, I feel like taking a nap. I think it's because the action has died down for a moment and we're getting into like the swing of the college classes in the book. Yeah, so we'll continue now. Remember earlier when I was laying on the bed reading and I said I needed to move because I was too comfortable, I was gonna fall asleep? I'm in the same predicament on the couch right now, but like, I've made quite a good chunk of progress. If you're reading this book for spice, you might get like a pinch of it, but I have a feeling this is going to be such a slow burn to get anything out of it. That's not really why I'm reading. I'm reading to find out a lot. Also, I forgot what Venom, how they like become that. I still don't quite understand how a Venom becomes one, like how Zayden became, but I don't feel like researching. I'm just kind of doing everything off my dome, off the dome. Okay, the time is currently 2:17 and I'm on page 150. I'm not going as fast as I was hoping I would. I think it's because I'm just not motivated at the moment. I probably need some caffeine. I might order some Dutch Bros. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm starting to get a little bored. I think it's just, this is such a highly anticipated book, and with releases that are so sought after, you have really high expectations for them. I can't really give a complete review, honest opinion until I'm finished, and I don't want to give away any spoilers. I keep thinking something's gonna finally occur, and it doesn't. But it's fine. I was shopping on DoorDash thinking of ordering an energy drink, but I decided to just save my money. I need to lock back in. I think I was getting a caffeine headache, because I get those. I have an addiction, what can I say? The reading continues, the readathon. Could be my little transition. It's the next day. Game plan for today is I'm gonna wear my glasses. I think wearing my contacts yesterday, they might be old or something, is what was kind of messing with my eyes. That made me feel tired. I have my coffee and I have Onyx Storm. So now I'm gonna continue reading. As you can tell, I'm not exactly awake. My fan's going on in the background. I'm too lazy to turn it off. I'm just gonna get into it. Hi, my baby. Judging by my hair, can you tell I've been in bed reading for a while? My jaw has definitely dropped a few times, and I'm starting to wonder if something is happening with Violet right now. I'm not gonna spoil anything. If you know, you know, but they're traveling a lot where I've gotten to, and I feel like there are breadcrumbs to what's gonna be revealed at the end of the book, whatever it's gonna be. Venom is giving vampire, becoming one, the characteristics, the attributes, or it's becoming a vampire that switches off their humanity. Like if you've watched Vampire Diaries, what Zayden's kind of evolving into is giving no humanity Stefan, minus the Ripper part. I'm gonna continue now. Of course this is where I pick up on. Oh my gosh. What gave away that it's another day? I'm on page 375, chapter 45. I have not that much left, just this little section. I feel like every day when I've started reading, I'm like, okay, this is the day I'm gonna finish it. But I just find myself not that invested. I think for one, there's just too many side characters, side quests going on that I don't know what I'm supposed to be rooting for. Okay, well I do. I'm just not wording this efficiently. I haven't had my coffee. It is fast-paced, but when I read fast-paced books that I really enjoy, I can kind of keep up with what's happening and I'm like locked in. Like when I read my thriller books, my Frida McFadden books, those are fast-paced, but granted they're also really short. So I think there is a lot of space fillers going on. I don't know, this is kind of like what happens with any series. Like in Throne of Glass, there's always that one book that leads into the battle or to the big fight scene, and you kind of have to get a lot of backstory and plot building, and I think that's kind of what Onyx Storm is. With that being said, I will stop yapping and get to reading. You know where I went wrong this morning with reading is by putting Pocahontas on in the background, because I've been distracted by it a lot, and now I have all the songs stuck in my head. I am on page 400. I have this little section left. My opinion still hasn't changed. At this point, I just need to know how it ends so it doesn't get spoiled to me on like TikTok or whatever. I think I've seen quite a few reviews about people saying that they think the writing is bad, and I don't agree. I think it's nice. I just think it's not as detail oriented, if that makes sense. I don't know if people are expecting her to go on these tangents describing things. I actually appreciate that it's not heavy in these details and descriptions, because it's such a big book in general. So if I had all these extra like vocabularies that I needed to hurdle over, it would be harder to grasp. That's my little tidbit for now. My check-in for the day. It's almost 2:30. I'm on page 440, chapter 53. I think what I'm gonna do is go into the bedroom. I feel like I read more in there than out here, because out here I get distracted by like the kitchen or my stair stepper or the TV, because I put on shows out here I actually pay attention to. We're so close. Catch you on the flip side. Well, I finished it. Last one. Yeah, that's fine. I guess it can stay on the ground. I'll hold this. I don't know how to explain the ending. It was not fulfilling. Granted, I'm sure Rebecca wanted it to end on like a cliffhanger. I don't know, that it felt more like I was drowning in a pool and I need to be yanked out, and I'm not. I'm just still in the pool of water. I don't understand. So much happened, and yes, of course we have to wait for the next book to get answers. Like, that's the whole point. I feel like the ending was very abrupt. Hopefully that was intentional, but also the random POVs. Like towards the end of the book we got like 3 random POVs from like Rhiannon and Imogen, I think. I like their characters, but I don't want to read their perspective for one chapter, especially because nothing that crazy happened to them, especially Rhiannon's. I would have been perfectly fine without her perspective, and honestly even Imogen's. Like, I didn't really need that, unless something that happens in those scenes is going to be tied into in the next book. Regardless, not my favorite in the series. It definitely built on Xaden and Violet's relationship. Like, that part of me was happy to see. I don't want to spoil anything, like I said, and if I really wanted to give a review that has like a spoil, I could do like a whole thing on the Fourth Wing series. The whole thing with, is it Andarna? Is that how you say it? The whole thing with her, I felt like could have just been so much bigger. Like, there are a bunch of, I don't want to say plot holes, but plot boulders, because they're not holes, they're in the story, but I think could have been bigger. Okay, rocks. They could have been boulders. See, my metaphors aren't even working right now. I don't know how to word anything. I feel like there's some aspects that could have been developed more and some that were just random. With that being said, I definitely did not finish this in the time that I thought I would. And so now I'm ready to just read a few of my little thriller books or my happy little romances to kind of reset my mind, because there is another fantasy series I want to start, but my brain needs to rest from this. And if you read the printed version, the words are so small, or the letters letters, it doesn't feel like you're going through it as fast as like other books. I'm not hating. I did enjoy it. Like, I didn't hate it. I think I need time to let this soak in. Now I can not feel guilty for going to play Hogwarts Legacy now. Anyways, thank you guys for sticking around for this video. I'm not surprised now, seeing how I didn't accomplish what I set out to do, but it was fun to record anyways. I broke my necklace throughout all of this, but I will see you on my next video. Bye guys.